1841st episode of नागपुर's most happening Facebook Live show. शो का नाम है राज की बात Women of the Year के साथ. Really want to thank Parekh Brother Jewelers presenting राज की बात Women of the Year in association with Pehnava. A big thank you to Live Fit with Pooja Shelke. Can't forget to thank Stylux, Wardrobes and Kitchens, Orange City Hospital, Nagpur ka hospital, and We Glow with Vasudha Agrawal. एंड 4 सीजन्स जो हर सीजन में आपके घरों में बेस्ट ऑफ होम फर्निशिंग करे. इट्स एट द स्टोर एट धर्मपेट एंड डेफिनेटली अंजनी एक्सोटिका में हम घर बनाते हैं और हम आपको अच्छे अच्छे पॉडकास्ट पहुंचाते हैं और हम आपको ऐसी महिलाओं से मिलाते हैं जिन्होंने अपने जीवन में बहुत सारा काम किया है, बहुत सारा नाम किया है और अपनी सोच की वजह से भी वो काफी ज्यादा चर्चा में रही है. कई ऐसी महिलाएं हैं जो कई बार बहुत सारी खांसी करने की वजह से भी चर्चा में रहती है और उनमें से एक मेरे साथ इस वक्त मेरे सामने बैठी है और उनका नाम है इंटीरियर डिजाइनर नुपुर खेतान. हाय नुपुर. So I'm not introduction. No, after you came back from Goa, what you got? People generally get Feni, people get Scotch, people get single malt. What you have got is cough, cold. Huh? I hope all is good.
All is really.
So it was great fun.
A lot of fun. It was a good trip.
It was a good trip. Yeah? And somebody posting it on Facebook saying, I went to Goa first time and my age is 29. Yeah?
Oh, that was not me. That was my husband.
Yeah. So how was his experience of Goa?
For him, he had a very different notion. He thought Goa is like all party. It was not. I have been to Goa so many times, 8-9 times. I was in Bombay for 10 years, so I've been to Goa way more than obviously he has. So for me it was more of, we booked a wellness retreat, so completely different than what he would have imagined, but yeah, it was a very very fun trip.
So a Akola girl studied till 6th standard in Akola and then went to a boarding school.
Yes.
And how did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did you go to a boarding school?
My mother always wanted the best of education for me. Akola did not have really good schools back then. It was very very minimal, obviously less exposure. So she had decided at a very young age, when I was very very young, कि लड़की को तो बाहर ही पढ़ने भेजना है. Yes, so that was one of the reasons. At a very early age, my parents decided a very difficult decision rather, to send me out to a boarding school. So I've studied into a very very good boarding. It's called Sayadri. It's a non-profitable boarding school. It's near Pune. So yes, most of my education and whatever I am, it's from that school.
But then why did you choose to get into a profession like interior designing? Do you come from a family which have anyone in the 6th generation, 7th generations to be an interior designer?
It's all businessmen. I'm a complete Madu girl. It's all businessmen. Long history of business people in my family. So let me put it this way. बहुत छोटे में, when you start realizing you are not that great with studies, this is me. I was not that great, but I like the technicalities. I had that problem solving thing. I can't leave something jugadu, just leave it, I like to go to the end of it. Plus I had a lot of creativity. So let's go back when I was in my boarding school, I was only found in the art room. Not just painting, but to just explore. I have learned how to do batik. I have done carpentry a little bit. So things like that. As I started learning, growing up, I realized I needed to choose a profession. While 11th and 12th I explored. I did my 11th and 12th from, again, schooling. I did from Lamartnia Girls College, Lucknow. It's a school. I was there and realized how important it is to pick a career then and not just leave it to dekhte 12th ke baad. So I chose psychology. My two very extreme professions were psychology and art. So I decided I gave both the shot, and I got into a very good art school, Rachna Sansar. And I got a degree course. So I did a BSc in interior designing from Rachna.
So 5 years of learning of interior designing, yeah, and then coming back, coming to a world of, practical, delivering the knowledge which you imparted in these past 5 years, and then now delivering it. Two different worlds, or you somewhere felt that no, whatever you've, learnt is somewhere, you can apply. The application is...
It's completely different.
And just...
So everything you're learning in school, or interior school, rather it's not a college. It's, yes, they are making you ready to face the real world, where you have to be up at 2 in the night if you're getting a call from site. So,
helping you strong foundation.
Yes, correct. Because I remember back in college, I was up in the night, middle of the night, enjoying to do my sheets. And I had college 8 in the morning. So, yes, I think somewhere it does help in terms of, yes, they're preparing you for the real world, but what they're teaching you is the basics, which is also important, which no one is teaching in the real world. But it's different also, because when you enter the real world, yes, for the first 6 months I felt like this is not my field and I want to leave it. I grew, I found my right job when I was in Bombay. I worked with them for 5 long years before COVID hit. Just left in COVID. So yes, it is different, and it's very, very similar, college and the real world.
But then, when did Nupur Agrawal got married to Dr. Shravan Khetan? How did that happen?
We got married in December 21. We dated for a couple of years. We had met through at acquaintance wedding. Yeah, and just hit off. That is how we got married.
But 21 was COVID.
Yeah, we got married. Yeah, we got
COVID
married
times.
COVID, yes.
And generally every girl has this thing कि मेरी जब शादी होगी तब ये होगा वो होगा. Did you ever thought कि जब you will get married तब COVID होगा? सब जगह हालत खराब थी. What I've come to know is people were getting बहुत सारा मास्क पहन के घूम रहे थे. There were a lot of things.
So I think during our wedding was pretty relaxed at that time. Things were opened up, and it was not a 40 limit at least. Yeah, because वो तो नहीं हो पाता मारू शादी में. So that was a good thing, yes.
But did it affect also somewhere?
It did. But I mean, I don't think it was like hell-bent of a difference. It was a good difference. I think the times the family members couldn't enjoy the weddings. Now they are because of COVID. So it was
no complaints.
No complaints. Not at all. I have no complaints. I had a beautiful wedding.
Acha, what's the difference? I mean, when you were living in the Agrawal family and now Khetans, what's the difference?
Oh, the difference. So I belong from a nuclear family.
And this is the joint family.
This is a joint family, a big joint family.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a fun difference. I enjoy every festival way more, and I just have fun in every little thing that we are doing together. Like and I remember living together, sab apne isme busy, and yeah. And honestly, most of the festivals I was not at home because I was either studying somewhere or I was in the boarding school. So, yes.
So it's a new thing for you.
Yeah,
also.
it's a fun thing.
It's a fun thing.
It's a fun thing.
Okay. Acha, now when you got married, you came to Nagpur, and then you started your journey of your profession as an interior designer. How did it start?
Okay. So when I got married, for about a year, I was still not into that professional thing, and getting all into the field. I was still wrapping up my old consultancy projects that I took up in COVID and things like that. I had a couple of old clients that I was finishing work for in Bombay as well. So I took it quite lightly, and then in January somewhere I started Matchbox.
Matchbox is your company. Yeah.
Matchbox Design Studio is my company. It only began because I got a project. I was like, यार company को नाम तो देना पड़ेगा. It can't just be Nupur Khetan is doing something. So that's when Matchbox began. And a lot of my professional practices come from BNI, and thank you for that. Yes. So that's how Matchbox began and my practice began, and it's been just 7-8 months, but I have successfully done 4 projects in Nagpur now, and I'm very happy, and I'm getting good leads. Now I'm filtering my work, and I want to do good work
So,
here.
what's the challenge for interior designer Nupur Khetan? What's the challenge? Where is the struggle?
So honestly, where I get stuck is I don't know how to promote myself. For me, it was always as and when work comes, I'll do it. But I feel like I've realized this, that promoting yourself is very important.
Absolutely.
It is so important because I know I'm doing good work. I know I have done very good work. So it's a huge difference working in Bombay and Nagpur. In obviously cities are different. Metropolitan, second tier, it's a huge difference. But there is. It took me some time to get used to Nagpur work style.
Right.
But when I did, I like this work style. It's more
relaxed.
It's fun. That is why I'm saying I want to do good work, because I don't want to run for like ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai. I want to do like good work. Show that I can do very good work. I have that experience to do good work. So that is my idea.
But then people also have this thing in their mind, wrong notion or conception about you is Nupur Khetan is very expensive.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and वो जितने का घर नहीं उतने का तो इंटीरियर कर देती है. बंगला बेचना पड़ता है बंगले के इंटीरियर के लिए.
Not at all. So such a wrong concept.
कौन है ये जो रूमर फैला रहा है? कौन है वो?
पता नहीं है कौन है ये. So no, not at all. Please let me just clear that for you. I am someone who works for passion, so I will take up if I see. So suppose this is this store. Okay, if you want to do just this area, I will do it, because it comes from a place of passion.
Right.
Someone who wants to deliver is also I love to do commercial work because one, it's quick. I know people, they want to generate their revenues very fast now. So, and yes, we are in the world where aesthetic is the key for every place.
Absolutely.
Where you eat, where you shop, where you sit, you need aesthetic, and people are ready to pay for aesthetic. So yes, I'm not expensive. Please, I'm not at all expensive.
This BNI association, Shravan was already a member with one of the biggest chapters of BNI, and then you joined one of the chapters. How has been that journey from the first day? Because you had come as a visitor, you have come as also the the substitute for
yes. Yeah. I actually had visited a couple of chapters before I chose to join one of the chapters, and so the journey was when I joined Zarite, which was my chapter. It is I found a place, and it got. I won't say it was easier. It was easy right from the beginning. It did get easier. So I opened up. That's when I say I got settled in Nagpur. I made friends. I tried to interact more. And yeah, it was fun.
But then you have very close friends. You have Tejal Rakshamvar. You have Ankur, who is very close to you, and you also somewhere have the offices in the same area, so that is also one big thing.
Yes.
But then have you ever come across interior designers in Nagpur? Have you spoken to them? Do you know how the fraternity works here, things like that?
Yes, 100%. I have met so many interior designers. Yes, I would love to meet more. I don't think I'm yet in the market. We are trying now. So that's where I say.
What's exclusive about the work of Nupur Khetan?
Matchbox. Matchbox is exclusive. Our USP is actually I can give you. What is Matchbox? Matchbox is a compact space, right? So what we do is we can give you a maximum of storage in a very tight space. So this is what my USB is, and that is where Matchbox arrives. Super,
well put. Acha, your perspective. What's your thought on, because it's just how many, like 2 years, 2 years now you're married, 1.5 year, 2 years now. So What's your perspective on? It's been a real alarming situation at the family court, where we see the numbers of divorces increasing, especially post COVID,
Yeah.
and especially in young couples. I'm talking about marriages which are haven't lasted for more than 5 years. Also are into that situation. What could be the real reason behind it? Why are divorces increasing?
People are gonna hate me.
Yeah, no, they'll gonna love you for
Trust
this.
me.
No, they won't.
So I think our generation,
Hmm.
and I say I'm revealing my age now.
Hmm.
I'm 29.
Hmm.
So I say people from 23 to say 32,
Hmm.
they have forgotten the word compromise.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that is it. That is all it takes to run a marriage.
Hmm.
That's
Compromise.
it. Yeah,
Hmm.
and compromise. I don't mean like give your basic rights or necessities, right? That no one is asking you to do. Is just listen.
Hmm.
Just compromise is not give away your right to speak,
Mm-hmm.
but just listen to the other person.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is gone.
So, when you see your marriage, what's that one thing which you think will keep your marriage always strong? When you look at the kind of a bond you and Shravan has.
The childlike bond.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to keep our marriage going
Mm-hmm.
because that creates understanding,
Mm-hmm.
and that is so important. I mean,
Mm-hmm. You're today's girl, so there are a lot of girls who don't want to get married. They want to just focus on their career, grow in their careers.
you can
work.
still do that.
Hmm.
Who's stopping you? You have to understand that parents, in-laws, and I don't like to call them that, they are just your parents.
Mm-hmm.
And they want you to grow as much as your parents would want you to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, Matchbox wouldn't have happened if Shravan's parents had not promoted me or motivated me to just go out there and work. So it is important. You have to give it a shot.
This thing of child adoption, what's your thought on that?
It's very personal. And I completely support it. It comes from, it goes back to where I've studied from. I am today's girl, very, very conventional, I support, I will support surrogacy, I'll support child adoption, but again, that's very personal, and it's very personal to a couple. So you have to discuss it, and
only if you're fine with it.
Definitely.
Yeah,
You have to discuss with your partner, and of course, we are Indian, we are living together, and with your family.
But
No, yeah.
So this new culture of single mothers, what's your thought on that? Who don't want to get into a relationship again, but they want to take care of the child and go through this hardship.
I don't know. I can't comment.
Again, a choice.
Yeah. It's purely a choice. It's very situational.
But I've got guests who salute them and
Yes,
pat their back.
definitely salute them. I don't know how they do it. Like as a couple also, it's so difficult in today's world to take care of a child, just a single child, and I can't believe one single woman, and not because she's a woman, but because she is a single parent. It's so difficult to take care of everything because she's also going to be working, right? So it's so difficult to take care of everything as a single parent. So yes, and again, but it's very, very personal.
Again, conditions apply.
Conditions apply.
So this question, I know the answer is yes, of course it would be yes, but then later what I would like to understand is a little deeper to it is, are you a proud Indian?
Yes. Why?
I know.
I mean,
I know.
Yeah.
But that's what the next question is, where this definitely would make me understand more to it, is things which you get upset when you see India.
Okay. So I was discussing this with my Shravan's younger brother just yesterday, that at Goa airport I saw self-checking machines. Oh, it was so surprising for me. So you just go there, put your PNR, put your suitcase, and it goes in. It like counts the luggage count and it goes in. So beautiful. But Indians can't take, like, so we discussed, the conclusion was कि यार वहाँ पे एक बंदा तो हमेशा खड़ा होगा. So what's the point of a self-check-in machine? So yes, I do get upset when we are heading towards progress. I think we all should support that progress.
But we still behave the same.
Yeah, which is what upsets me. Why? We are trying so hard to move towards a very, very, very developed nation. We are developing. We have to be a developed nation. We are moving in the right direction, and I see young kids doing brilliantly well, and I don't know how, and I'm so glad I'm not there. But yes, we should support that. Like, and then basics, yeah, like littering, spitting. It's very easy to keep a tiny dustbin in your car. It's just basics.
Do you have a political view?
No.
One day, somebody,
Don't get there. Don't get there.
Okay. Nupur, it's been an amazing journey. I mean, when you look back, yeah, there have been so many things. There has been, at a very small age, you go far from home to study and to have a life of your own. Then you live in Mumbai and, grow as an individual, as a professional. And then you get married and then you come to Nagpur, and again from a, an A level or a great city, you come to a B grade city, and, you start working, and then professionally you grow. What do you think? What have you missed in the journey? Is there something which you have missed?
No. I've just learned. It's about learning. So the day you start feeling like you missed, that is regret. And don't regret, because if you're regretting, you're not learning. You have to, and as this profession, I have to learn. The day I stop learning, I can't be an interior designer. So it was always about learning, and right from the beginning, I've been taught to keep growing, and that only comes from when you are from every critique as well. Not all clients are the same, right? So yeah.
When I'm sure past these years of marriage, Dr. Shravan Khetan might have learned a lot from you. What have you learned from him?
Oh my God, no, it's the other way around. I have learned so much. I have learned professionalism. Oh my God, he's so professional. And as an interior designer, you're just like, you're like a hippie. You're a hippie at heart. So I will do things my way. I don't feel like doing this. He's not like that. He is diligent. He's doing things every single day. Even his holiday is like even his Sunday is planned. Things like that. So yes, professionalism. He's taught me, you have to have an office. You have to sit. It nahi bhi hai kaam to itte se itte baj. Things like that. Yes. So it comes from a place to just teach. Yes, you have to be in your office and be very professional about work. And he helps me promote, like he promotes Matchbox more than I promote myself. He gets me work. Very important,
Acha, my last two questions. 5 people you can't live without, and you have to count it on your fingers.
Oh my God!
You have to give that.
It's so difficult.
I know. So I mean, when you say family, you mean you count 1, yeah?
Acha,
like that. Yeah.
So family, I count my full family.
Yeah.
Like full family. So it's my family.
Both sides.
Yeah, my both side family, of course. All of them. Full family. Okay. So my family, yes, definitely. My 2 best friends, Jasleen and Kritika. I really can't live without them. We do talk once in like a couple of months, but yes, without them. My dog Danny, I have a very cute dog. Can't live without him. Yes. Without Matchbox now, I can't live without this. I was missing it on my holiday, so I can't live without it. Okay, this one is difficult.
You forgot Shravan.
His family.
Okay,
no?
family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
His family.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't differentiate
Right.
women than my
Right.
parents.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
they're all
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think my ethics. It's not materialistic or
Wow.
person,
Hmm.
but I have certain ethics, and a lot of people think I'm rude
Hmm.
because of them. I'm not. I just like to do certain things certain way,
Hmm.
and I think every interior designer does, no, somewhere.
Hmm.
So yes, those are my 5 things.
So जिंदगी की अगर एक सुनहरी किताब लिखी गई और उस किताब के सुनहरे पन्ने पर ये नाम लिखा गया, नुपुर अग्रवाल खेतान, कौन सी ऐसी लाइन, कौन सा ऐसा कोट, कौन सी ऐसी बात लिखी रहनी चाहिए जिसे पढ़ने के बाद लोग आपको हमेशा याद करें? It's just out of the course.
Yes. Oh my God, you got me thinking.
Yeah. I think
ऐसे मुझे गाने भी याद नहीं रहते हैं ना.
हाँ. But गाने से याद आया.
I don't sing.
No, I know. But I've been a radio jockey and I somewhere feel that हर किसी का दिल एक FM चैनल है और हर वक्त हर किसी के दिल में कोई ना कोई गाना बजता रहता है.
मेरे दिल में कोई गाना नहीं बजता है.
कोई-
Trust me, no.
नहीं तो कोई ऐसा गाना तो होगा which is song of your life and probably one song you can sing in any mood. Is that a song?
I don't think so.
No.
Wait. पुराने से लगेगा नहीं जब मेरे मुंह से आएगा. But लग जा गले.
लग जा गले. I'm sure.
So for me, वो
Yeah.
किताब पे
सुनहरे पन्ने पर.
सुनहरे पन्ने पर आप गाना सजेस्ट करेंगे मुस्कुराहट पे. It's a phrase, मतलब it's a line. I just वो मुस्कुरा के आई थी और वो मुस्कुरा के जाएगी.
और वो जब तक रहेगी तब तक आपको भी मुस्कुराने पे मजबूर कर देगी, है ना?
थैंक यू सो मच.
आप अपनी जिंदगी में ऐसा ही अच्छा काम करती रहें जिस तरह से आपकी जो शुरुआत हुई है. Which I always say that when somebody called me up and said that you should, Mala Dwivedi ma'am, specifically architect Mala Dwivedi, when she said that why don't you interview Nupur Khetan, she's an amazing girl. So I said she's finally arrived and I think you're finally arrived.
Thank you so much.
And
It means a
you're
lot.
doing good work. And you and Dr. Shravan Khetan, you both look amazing together.
Thank you.
Amazing together. And the first time I met you, you spoke to me about holidays and packages. If you remember, we were
Yes.
sitting at the hospital
Yes,
and the
I
cabin
do.
of Shravan, and we spoke so much about how to book a
Random holiday.
a random holiday and how to pick up places and how to book a
Yes,
hotel and save money there, and it was it was complete fun. And trust me, whenever I think about holidays, the first person who comes to my mind is you. Yeah, self admission. But then you are an amazing person. You
Thank
have
you
a
so
great
much.
mind, a
Thank
great
you.
thought process, and I'm sure this will take you to places.
Thank you. It was great to be here. Thank you so much.
Honor. Thank you for being my guest, and congratulations being Women of the Year, not for this year but all the years coming.
Thank you so much.
Super. भाई इंटीरियर डिजाइनर नुपुर खैतान से मुलाकात हुई, बात हुई इन दिस एक्सक्लूसिव एपिसोड ऑफ राज की बात. मैं इतने सारे इंटरव्यूज कर चुका हूँ, अगर आप नंबर देखेंगे तो 1841वां एपिसोड है ये. और कई सारी विमेन ऑफ द ईयर में महिलाओं से जब मिलना होता है, बात करना होता है, सबकी जर्नीज जो होती है उन सबकी जर्नीज बड़ी अलग अलग होती है. लेकिन कुछ की जर्नीज जो होती है वो आपको सोचने पे मजबूर कर देती हैं. कुछ की ऐसी जर्नीज होती हैं जो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि everything in her life is so perfect, but there are a lot of things which are imperfect. The most important thing which I somewhere feel in a woman's life is this gap or this space of recognition. क्योंकि वो जिंदगी भर आपके लिए बहुत सारी चीजें करती हैं, लेकिन जब हम रिकॉग्नाइज करने की बारी आती है तब हम उन्हें रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं करते, उनको फेलिसिटेट नहीं करते, उनको स्पेशल दर्जा नहीं देते. और शायद यही एक कमी है जो हमारे समाज को कहीं ना कहीं एक औरत को और एक पुरुष को अलग स्टैंड आउट करते हैं. हम वी डोंट कॉल आवरसेल्फ एज वी कॉल आवरसेल्फ एज हिज एंड हर. दैट्स अ बट टाइम्स आर चेंजिंग. कल किसी का रेस्टोरेंट बन रहा था तो उनका रेस्टोरेंट का काम चालू था, मैं उनके यहाँ गया मिलने के लिए, तो उन्होंने पूरा रेस्टोरेंट दिखाया, फिर उन्होंने दिखाया कि ये हमारा वॉशरूम एरिया है. इट वॉज जस्ट वन सिंगल वॉशरूम. मैंने कहा अरे अलग अलग नहीं रखा, तो उन्होंने कहा राज भाई टाइम बदल गया, अब एक ही रखना है बिकॉज इट्स वी. और उन्होंने अपने दरवाजे पे लिखा है WEV. I think it's amazing. This thought is amazing, and people like Nupur Khetan are only hope. She's hope, because ऐसे लोग अगर रहेंगे तो ना ही सिर्फ समाज बदलेगा, लेकिन आने वाले वक्त में हिंदुस्तान भी। आपसे फिर होगी मुलाकात इन राज की बात। तब तक आप अपना ध्यान रखें, सुरक्षित रहें, स्वच्छ रहें, स्वस्थ रहें, मस्त रहें, खुश रहें, व्यस्त रहें, परिवार के साथ एक अच्छा वक्त बिताएं। और अगर आपके परिवार में एक छोटी सी बिटिया है जो बस जब से जन्मी है तब से उसकी आंखों में सिर्फ एक ही चीज दिखी है कि ये जब उड़ेगी तब आसमान को चीर कर उड़ेगी, बादलों को पार करके उड़ेगी, और जब भी उड़ेगी पूरी दुनिया नीचे जमीन से देखकर उसकी उड़ान को लेकर सिर्फ अपलॉड करेगी, तो समझिए वो नुपुर खेतान बन रही है। जिंदा रहें। जय हिंद।